Now, 95.9 FM WATD presents Friends with Benefits, exploring relationships, social issues, and life stories. Friends with Benefits, with your host, Brian Stratton.
95.9 WATD FM, the South Shores radio station. You're tuned in to Friends with Benefits tonight, Wednesday night. The spotlight is on Graham Nash, legendary performer for the supergroup Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, and also original member of the great group the Hollies back in the 60s. How are you, Graham?
I'm fine. The spotlight's a little bright, though.
It is. Well, I really appreciate you taking your time off for your busy schedule. I know this is
My pleasure, Brian.
Yeah, no problem. It's a very exciting time to be Graham Nash right now, and I don't know who's more excited, me or you, about a new book that's coming out it's an autobiography called Wild Tales. And
Yes.
You're coming to Boston next week for a book signing, a concert, and you'll be all around the New England area performing concerts solo. Why don't we
Yes.
talk a little bit about the book to start?
Okay.
When was this book conceived? Has it been years in the making? Can you tell us about it?
It was not years in the making. It's only a recent thing, really. I have a friend whose wife is a book agent, and she came to have dinner at my house I live in Hawaii, and we were just talking story, just talking after dinner. She said, you should really seriously think about this book. And I've been asked many times before, but I never thought that I was old enough to write a book. But I have 3 children, and they're all, in their 30s. And my firstborn son, Jackson, just gave us a granddaughter. And I wanted Stella Joy to know who her grandfather was. My kids know who I am. They've been with me all their lives, of course. But Stella Joy has no idea who I am. And with all due respect, in my next birthday, I'll be 72. And how much longer can this go on? So when she's old enough to appreciate, the world, there's a small chance I may not be here. So I wanted to put down my life in order for my children and for my grandchild, Stella Joy.
Now, does this chronicle in this book the trials and tribulations of the band specifically, or does it chronicle basically your solo history?
It's my life.
Okay, so it's very well documented because, of course, there has been great times with Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young, and there's been some turbulent times. Does it go into detail about some of that? Incredible
detail.
Well, I'm
sure. In fact, David was my main concern. I was incredibly honest about my relationship with David and about what his spiral down into drug hell did to me. I ran it all by David before I went to print, of course, and he called me and he said, "Nope, I did all this. I did this to you guys. I was this crazy. It's all okay with me," and that was a huge relief to me.
Well, I would have to think, knowing David Crosby myself, knowing he's a very candid kind of individual and certainly seems to take ownership in what he's done and what he hasn't. And I recall back in the 90s when he went through his liver transplant, and I have to think that most of his lifestyle leading up to that was attributed to this transplant. Now, does the book chronicle some of those tough times?
Oh, yes.
Now,
the publishers are very excited about the book because I was as honest as I could be. I mean, I'm not going to put my life story down and lie about it. There's just no point, is there?
Oh, absolutely not. But ultimately, as you see these tell-all books generally, and they come out now, especially with the golden age of music, to me, was the late 60s through the late 70s. There was that decade where it was truly magical. There were so many talented, amazing artists, male, female ensembles, and ultimately during that tenure, that decade, so much went on in music. And now the biographies, the autobiographies, whether it be the tell-all book Heaven and Hell, Don Felder's Eagles Ride, or Danny Seraphine's Street Player, The Chicago Story, go down the list. But people want to know about this stuff. And
well, they'll know about a lot of stuff if they read Wild Tales. I'll tell you that.
Well, like I said, we're waiting with bated breath, and this is a September 17th release date.
Yes.
Yes, and you come to Boston, I believe, either 17th or the 18th. I know you'll be...
Yeah, right around then, yes.
Yeah, you'll be at the Wilbur Theater, which is right in the heart of Boston, doing a solo performance. Now, going to the musical part of all this, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, they're still a big player in the touring market.
They sure are. We did 87 shows last year.
Which is amazing. I mean, still, and the shows are as exciting as they were 30, 40 years ago, of course.
I certainly think so.
Oh, and there's no question. And what I need to know, as you alluded to your age, you're 72 now. How do you keep...
No, I'm 71. Don't make me older than I am, Brian. Come on now.
That's next year's interview.
Yes, indeed.
So how do you keep your tenor range so crisp and so vibrant? Because I had Joe Walsh on the show about 3 months ago playing Analog Man, and your wonderful harmony came out on a song called Family.
Yeah, I love singing on that, yeah.
Wasn't that great? I mean, and to hear even Joe Walsh, not known as a great vocalist, but a very, very effective vocalist.
Yes.
Your vocals just blended like you had sung for decades and decades.
Well, we know what we're doing. Me and David have been doing this a long time, Brian.
Really?
So we know, if I'd have been a plumber for 50 years, I'd be a great plumber.
Well, there is something to say for that, of course. But now, what I've seen is you have not only done your solo work or the Crosby, Stills, and Nash work, you've done a fair amount of session work, too, in the last few years, singing on other people's projects. Do you have?
Yep,
you want to tell us some
absolutely.
names?
Sure. We did Born and Raised with John Mayer. We did If These Old Walls Could Speak with Jimmy Webb. We worked with Don Felder and Joe Walsh, of course. We love to sing, you know, and we have a lot of friends. And the only criteria that we give anybody is that it has to be a really good sound, you know, because we don't want to waste time here, you know. But we have sung with probably 30 of the greatest singer-songwriters in the world over the ages. It's actually a record that I'm working on right now, and we're going to do it as a benefit for the Children's Defense Fund in Washington, D.C. And it involves people like Jackson and Bonnie and James Taylor and Phil Collins and you know, Kenny Loggins, you know, a bunch of great people, you know, and it's going to be a really fine record. But we love to sing. What can I say? We're
speaking with Graham Nash of the legendary band Crosby, Stills, Nash Young. Here's a couple classic tracks from that supergroup.
It's getting to the point where I'm no fun anymore. I am sorry. Sometimes it hurts so badly I must cry out loud. I am lonely. I am yours. You are mine. You are what you are. You make it hard. Tearing yourself away from me now, you are free, and I am crying. This does not mean I don't love you, I do, that's forever, yes, and for always. I am yours, you are mine, you are what you are. You make it hard. Friday evening, Sunday in the afternoon. you got to lose. Can I tell it like it is? Listen to me, baby. It's my heart that's a suffering, it's a die, and that's what I have to do. Chestnut brown canary, ruby-throated sparrow, sing the song, don't be long, thrill me to the marrow. Voices of the angel ring around the moonlight, asking me, say she's so free, how can you catch the sparrow? Got out of town on a boat, going to Southern Islands, sailing to reach before a following sea. She was making for the trades on the outside, and the downhill run to Papeete. Off the wind on this heading line, the Marquesas. You got 80 feet of a water line, nicely making way. In a noisy bar in Avalon, I tried to call you, but on a midnight watch I realized why twice you ran away. Think about how many times I had fallen. Spirits are using me, Lord, your voice is calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world, looking for that woman girl who knows love can endure, and you know it will. When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you understand now why you came this way. 'Cause the truth you might be running from is so small, but it's as big as the promise of a coming day. So I'm sailing for tomorrow, my dreams are a-dying, and my love is an anchor tied to you, tied with a silver chain. I have my ship and all her flags are a-flying. She is all that I have left tested, and we never failed to fail. It was the easiest thing to do. You will survive being bested. Somebody fine will come along, make me forget about loving you. In the Southern Cross.
Hi, this is Mike Love of the Beach Boys, and you're listening to my friend Brian Stratton on Friends with Benefits on 95.9 WATD.
The law office of Philip M. Markella is a full-service law firm with a focus on family and divorce law. When your marriage dissolves, Phil's office will help you navigate those often rough waters. They'll represent your interests with respect and compassion. The law office of Philip M. Markella also assists with estate planning, real estate transactions, and adoptions. Get in touch with the law office of Philip M. Markella, 19 Depot Street, Duxbury. Their telephone number, 781-934-7977, 781-934-7977, and on the web at markellalaw.com. That's MARKELLA law.com.
My name is Chris Kelly, owner of Duxbury Motor Works, and I've been in the automotive service industry for about 20 years.
My name's Joe Dio. I'm partners with Chris at Duxbury Motor Works. People might know me as a former general manager of Green Automotive.
We are the dealer alternative.
It was an idea that Chris and I both had after working in the dealership environment. We want to be the friend in the business that everyone might say they have, and feel comfortable, get your vehicle serviced by people that you can get to know and trust.
We fix everything at Duxbury Motor Works. If it has wheels and a motor, bring it to us.
We warranty everything that we do for 3 years, 36,000 miles. We do a full check over on every vehicle that comes in from stem to stern. We let you know what your vehicle is going to need now and also what might be coming up that we can see.
We help them prioritize in terms of what is important to do now for safety reasons and the things that can wait for budget concerns.
Duxbury Motor Works, 1474 Tremont Street in Duxbury, right at the corners of 3A and 139. Call us at 781-452-7471.
Experience the Atlantis Sports Club difference. Atlantis Sports Club and Spas are located throughout Massachusetts, including locations in Braintree, Holbrook, and Hyannis, featuring state-of-the-art cardiovascular and strength training equipment, plus indoor and outdoor pools and full-service spas. Atlantis offers something for everyone. How about Zumba, spinning, and strength training classes, swim lessons for the kids, or a luxurious spa treatment? Your Atlantis membership allows access to all locations. Atlantis Braintree, located off the highway across from the South Shore Plaza, features beautiful indoor and outdoor pools. You'll find the newest Holbrook location next to Stop and Shop with plenty of parking and a spacious floor plan. Take a mini vacation at Atlantis Sports Club and Spa in Hyannis. Play golf, then relax by the resort-style pool. End the day with a relaxing treatment at the spa at Atlantis. Mention this ad and receive 20% off any spa treatment. Experience the Atlantis difference today. Visit AtlantisSportsClubs.com and book your tour today.
Hey, it's Brian Stratton, and I'd like to talk to you about Mamma Mia's restaurant. With 5 convenient locations around the South Shore, you don't have to drive far to enjoy delicious Italian cuisine, just the way you like it. Whether you're in Carver, Plymouth, Hanover, Kingston, or the new location in Green Harbor, Mamma Mia's is something to please any palate. Catering, gift cards, and takeout are available 7 days a week. Contact Mamma Mia's online at mammamias.net. That's mammamias.net.
Friends with Benefits. Call in and be a part of the show at 781-837-4900 with your hosts, Brian Stratton and Mark Trungone, where your calls and comments are always welcome.
Will you take it? Scumbag! You know what? If you're going to shout, we can just talk later. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? Call me back when you calm down.
On 95.9 WATD.
We're back, 95.9 WATD, talking to Graham Nash, legendary singer-songwriter for Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, and has a new tell-all book coming out called Wild Tales, September 17th. Graham, you've been known to be just a very key figure working with charities and benefits your whole career. I mean, it spans from the Bridge Street School benefit, which I believe you've been doing for 26, 27 years.
And we're doing the Bridge benefit this year, too, with Neil.
Oh, and that's and I think that's a Neil Young. He's the spearhead around that, but you've certainly been a supporter of this.
Yeah, we've done at least a half a dozen. We did the very first one 26 years ago, and we're going to do the one this year.
And it still has great performers. I mean, I believe Jackson Brown's been there in the past. And
oh yeah, I mean, and it's Neil Young. Would you take a call from Neil Young?
I usually do when he's on. Generally, I answer that text message when I see it. But also, you've been collaborative in efforts with Stop Handgun Violence right here in Boston with John Rosenthal, who's been a partner of mine for a lot of years, and you've been nothing more than so generous with the Guacamole Fund and Tom Campbell, who basically...
Yeah, I think Tom has done he's put together probably 95% of the benefits that we've done in the last 40 years.
Well, and it's funny you say that because Tom certainly can organize them, but it takes the band to support them. And
well, we love to give back, Brian. I mean, we're so lucky. Look at what we have in our lives.
Well,
it's important to give back to society. It's important to take care of your fellow human being. We are all we've got.
Well, I mean, that's a great, and that's, I believe, back in the 70s, there was a lot of this. I think as music's turned the corner over into the 2K era, I question if music gives back like it should, unless there's a monumental problem or disaster. It seems like Crosby, Stills, and Nash and the Guacamole Fund and Jackson Brown and Bonnie Raitt and just go down the line, No Nukes. I mean, no matter what it seems like you believe in, you go for it. And I really commend that from behind the mic here. And
I thank you. I thank you very much. As a matter of fact, I in the acknowledgments at the end of my book, Wild Tales, I thank Jackson and Bonnie specifically for being committed to making the world a better place for not only themselves and their families, but me and my family and you and your family.
There's no question, and you guys have definitely taken the bull by the horns and done your part musically, and this is a cry to the modern musician. I know there's many that do wonderful community and benefit work, but I feel in today's music, this is something we need to come together with and say what you just said. We need to help.
It's important to give back. We all need help.
Absolutely, there's no question about that. Now, Graham, last tour, Crosby, Stills, and Nash was in Massachusetts. When's the last time Neil Young was part of the ensemble?
2006, in the Living with War tour.
Now, looking toward the future, I know you never say never, but will he be joining forces with Crosby, Stills, and Nash again for a super tour?
I'm waiting for the call.
With bated breath.
With bated breath.
So it's something you certainly look forward to. How about your solo tours? Do you look forward?
I'm looking forward to this tremendously. Obviously we have played in front of hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, but to play in front of, 300 or 400 or 1,000 people, it's different. You can see their eyes. You can see if you're communicating. You see if you're making contact. I love these intimate concerts myself. And so that's why I'm on the road right now.
Well,
I have a bunch of new songs to play. I have songs to play that they've never heard before, and I've got the standards to play. Teach Your Children and Our House. Everybody wants to hear those. That's probably the reason why they put the money down in the first place to buy a seat to come see me.
Sure, and of course it's an artistic expression when you can be a solo artist and really go
Absolutely.
out there. There's no question. It's for the art. It's for nothing else but the art. And the feeling you get as a solo individual to be up there. I know. Now, is this purely solo, or is there a company?
No, I have two people playing with me. I have James Raymond on keyboards, who is well-known keyboard player, and it happens to be David Crosby's son. And I have Shane Fontaine on the electric guitar. So it's going to be a really nice night.
Oh yes, and I know James Raymond very well. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, and Jeff Pivar is an associate of his
also
too.
Also a great guitar player.
It's amazing the list of great guitar players. As a matter of fact, I was just on the phone with Danny Korchmar a couple days ago.
played with Danny for years.
And he's another amazing talent. And it's so good to see everybody in that era continuing to move on, make new music, to continue playing live, and to show the younger generation what it's about to be that kind of a musician. Now, do you find at your concerts you're getting a cross-generational audience?
Absolutely. The demographics of our audience are between 14 and 70.
Is that important to Graham Nash?
It's important to communicate. I don't care how old you are.
Well, is it important to have somebody who might be 15, 20, 25 years old in the audience to feel like you're connecting?
Absolutely, because even though kids are only 25% of our population, they're 100% of the future.
Oh, there's no question. Now, with your music, especially the new music that's coming out, and in a new book, you said you wanted your grandchildren. It's almost like a chronicle of your life, and you want them to see and read what it was like during that amazing, amazing era of music.
It's more than that, Brian. I want Stella Joy, who's my granddaughter, to know who I am. And I just happen to have been a part of music for the last 40 or 50 years, and I'm very proud to be here. Very lucky and very grateful.
Helplessly hoping her harlequin hovers nearby, awaiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Wordlessly watching, he waits by the window and wonders at the empty place inside. Heartlessly helping himself to her bad dreams, he worries, did he hear a goodbye? Or even hello? They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are four. Stand by the stairway, you'll see something certain to tell you. Confusion has its cost. Love isn't lying, it's loose in a lady who lingers, saying she is lost and choking on hello. Three together, they are for each other. Something everybody everywhere does in the same language. I can see by your coat, my friend, you're from the other side. Just for been eating him for 6 or 7 weeks now. Haven't got sick once. Probably keep us both alive. Wooden ships on the water, very free and easy. Easy, you know the way it's supposed to be. Silver on the shoreline, let us be. Talking about very free and easy. Us as we watch you die. All we can do is echo your anguished cries. Stare as all human feelings die. We are leaving. You don't need us. Your sister and by the hand, lead her away from this foreign land, far away where we might laugh again. We are leaving. You don't need It's a fair wind blowing warm out of the south on my shoulder. Guess I'll set a course and go.
Hi, this is Kenny Loggins. You're listening to Brian Stratton on 95.9 WATD.
Experience the Atlantis Sports Club difference. Atlantis Sports Club and Spas are located throughout Massachusetts, including locations in Braintree, Holbrook, and Hyannis, featuring state-of-the-art cardiovascular and strength training equipment, plus indoor and outdoor pools and full-service spas. Atlantis offers something for everyone. How about Zumba, spinning, and strength training classes, swim lessons for the kids, or a luxurious spa treatment? Your Atlantis membership allows access to all locations. Atlantis Braintree, located off the highway across from the South Shore Plaza, features beautiful indoor and outdoor pools. You'll find the newest Holbrook location next to Stop and Shop with plenty of parking and a spacious floor plan. Take a mini vacation at Atlantis Sports Club and Spa in Hyannis. Play golf, then relax by the resort-style pool. End the day with a relaxing treatment at the spa at Atlantis. Mention this ad and receive 20% off any spa treatment. Experience the Atlantis difference today. Visit AtlantisSportsClubs.com and book your tour today.
Hey, it's Brian Stratton, and I'd like to talk to you about Mamma Mia's restaurant. With 5 convenient locations around the South Shore, you don't have to drive far to enjoy delicious Italian cuisine, just the way you like it. Whether you're in Carver, Plymouth, Hanover, Kingston, or the new location in Green Harbor, Mamma Mia's is something to please any palate. Catering, gift cards, and takeout are available 7 days a week. Contact Mamma Mia's online at mammamias.net. That's mammamias.net.
Impressions Detailing of Duxbury is your #1 source for auto detailing on the South Shore. Owner Mike Ferreira and his staff have years of auto detailing experience. Located next to Jeeps and Buggies on 1474 Tremont Street of Duxbury, Impressions Detailing also provides window tinting and headlight restoration. They service sedans, small SUVs, and large SUVs or trucks. Contact Impressions Detailing at 781-934-2935 or by email at impressionsdetail@yahoo.com. That telephone number again, 781-934-2935. Impressions Detailing of Duxbury. The law office of Philip M. Markella is a full-service law firm with a focus on family and divorce law. When your marriage dissolves, Phil's office will help you navigate those often rough waters. They'll represent your interests with respect and compassion. The law office of Philip M. Markella also assists with estate planning, real estate transactions, and adoptions. Get in touch with the law office of Philip M. Markella, 19 Depot Street, Duxbury. Their telephone number, 781-934-7977, 781-934-7977, and on the web at markellalaw.com. That's MARKELLA law.com.
Looking at the world through the sunset in your eyes.
95.9 WATD. Crosby, Stills, and Nash has certainly had staying power. Now, if you don't mind us rewinding even further than that, was the Hollies your first band when you started in popular music, or was that the first band that actually took off for you?
It was the first band that made records, yeah. But I was in a couple of bands before that, rehearsing and serious but not that serious. But the Hollies was the first band that was invited to record in London, and we cut our first hit record in 1963, and still here.
Now, the Hollies, what was their first single that broke?
Ain't That Just Like Me? It was a Coasters song that we covered.
Oh, the good old Coasters. Absolutely.
Right.
So many of the great bands that were in the late 60s, early 70s drew off of that Coasters 50s sound, and were just so influenced by that.
But
the Chuck Berry.
What happened is that we took all those songs and sang them our way and then sold them back to you Americans. It was an amazing feat.
And it wasn't unusual back then if 2 or 3 artists took a stab at the same song and released it their own way, and generally to very positive results.
Yep. Exciting times, and still are to me. Obviously I can afford not to do this, but I have no choice. I'm a musician. I keep writing all the time. I keep having things to say that I hope that people are interested enough to listen to. No one has to agree with me, but a different point of view is always welcome, isn't it?
It's amazing. Yes, we're speaking to Graham Nash, legendary singer-songwriter of the band Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and also one of the founding members of the Hollies band. Graham, moving forward now, and the book's coming out, how do you approach? Is this a city-to-city book tour that you will be embarking on?
It'll be I don't have a day off for the next 7 weeks. When we're not doing shows, I'm doing book signings and press. So I don't have a day off for the next 7 weeks.
And you're probably going to love every day of it, aren't you?
I'm going to love every moment of it.
My indelible image of Graham Nash is being backstage in '98 with Crosby, Stills, and Nash at a guacamole fundraiser where part of the ticket price was you get to meet the band, and I'm sure you recall many of those.
Indeed. Like I said, we love to give back to society.
and to see the smiles on the faces of Crosby, Stills, and Nash. You guys were more as happy as the people coming backstage to meet you. And that's what plays on my mind so much. Do you do any of those kind of meet and greets anymore with the Guacamole Fund?
Absolutely. We work with Tom Campbell very closely.
And it still continues?
Yeah, and also we add $1 to our ticket prices, which we divide amongst the three of us and the four of us whenever we get together. And that's money that we give away to charities that we want to support.
And there's no better way of putting it like that. Now, Graham, last question on this. And I'm, as you can tell by the interview and what you know of me, I'm stuck in the 70s, of course. And being 44 years old, it's not a bad place to be, being a musician and a record producer. The No Nukes era, with that concert that John Hall and many of you spearheaded, was just, to me, one of the most amazing musical feats I've ever seen, with the amount of talent that had combined for that. Now, what was your role with that? Were you an active? Were you out in the line over there in New York, being dragged away by police?
I was invited by Jackson Brown and Bonnie Raitt and James Taylor to join the board of Muse, and we worked tirelessly to get all those concerts together at Madison Square Gardens, and the rally in Battery Park for 250,000 people. The triple album that Jackson and I put together with our friends Don Gooch and Stanley Johnson, and continue to this day. We did a No Nukes concert in San Jose about a year and a half ago that was tremendous.
Now, who's involved in a concert like that, if you can recall, as far as the musicians?
Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Bonnie Raitt, Jackson Brown, Jonathan Wilson, a bunch of people. Really. I mean, people love to support it. They understand the dangers of nuclear power. They understand that the plants are getting older and more embrittled. And, San Onofre in California was just shut down, and Yankee, the Yankee nuclear power plant just closed down. It's coming to an end, and people know it. The Fukushima, disaster in Japan that is pouring hundreds of tons of irradiated water into the ocean every single day, and has been for 2 years. It's still an important issue in our lives because it's affecting the very food chain, which of course affects us.
Now, do you feel the level of interest with the musicians getting involved with the No Nukes cause?
People are very responsive when Jackson and Bonnie and I call. Yes.
Even younger artists, so the John Mayers, the Maroon 5s. So you certainly see some solidarity there.
Absolutely.
Well, that's very important in society because, my take on it is the younger generation looks up to their generation of artists, and if they don't have a visionary there, it makes it very difficult, and makes your effort as kind of a patriarch in the music scene so much more important. And that's why I ask, with your concerts and your books, I hope that the younger generation who are listening on the air now go out, buy Wild Tales. This book will amaze you, I'm sure. If it chronicles even half of what you've been through and accomplished, Graham, we're in good shape.
It does a lot more than that, Brian.
It does a lot more. Well, I'd like to thank you so much for being on Friends with Benefits 95.9 WATD tonight. And good luck. We'll see you in Boston next week. And
you're very welcome.
Very so excited. And we'll talk to you very soon, Graham.
You got it. Thank you, Brian.
Look around me. I can see my life before me, running rings around the way it used to be. I am older now. I have more than what I wanted, but I wish that I had started long before I did. And there's so much time to make up you envy all the dancers who have all the nerve? Look around you now. You must go for what you wanted. Look at all my friends who did and got what they deserve. So much time to make up everywhere you turn. Time we have wasted on the way. So much water moving underneath the bridge. Let the water come and carry us away. So much love to make up everywhere you turn. Love we have wasted on the way. So much water moving underneath the bridge. Let the water come and carry us away. Let the water come and carry us away. Just a song before I go, to whom it may concern. Traveling twice the speed of sound, it's easy to get burned. When the shows were over, we had to get back home. And when we opened up the door, I had to be alone. She helped me with my suitcase. She stands before my eyes, driving me to the airport and to the friendly skies. Going through security, I held her for so long. She finally looked at me in love, and she was gone. Just a song before I go, a lesson to be learned. Traveling twice the speed of sound, it's easy to get burned. Who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh. of tender years. Can't know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They see the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. I'll light the fire, you place the flowers in the vase that you bought today. Staring at the fire for hours and hours while I listen to you play your love songs all night long. For me, only for me. Come to me now, and rest your head for just 5 minutes. Everything is done. Such a cozy room, the windows are illuminated by the evening sunshine through them, fiery gems for you, only for you. Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard, now everything is easy 'cause of you. And la 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 Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard, now everything is easy 'cause of you. And now I'll light the fire while you place the flowers in the vase that you bought today.